Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to be showing you guys a nice easy money making method to get started today. And this money making method only takes about 30 minutes to at most an hour, and you get at least $2 million every single time. So all you're going to need is a nightclub and a bunker. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So to own a nightclub or a bunker, all you got to do is go to money and services and go to foreclosure and into the site. Now you can filter this pretty easily by going to the bunkers, and I recommend buying these two bunkers here. Chumash bunker here, which is closest to the city, and then the one right next to the military base for $1.5 million. The other bunkers you can buy here are Route 68 for 1.9, this other one for 2 million, 2.1, 2.3, 2.2, 2.2 again, 1.7, 1.4, and 1.1. So as you can tell off the bat, bunkers are one of the most expensive businesses in the entire game, which is why I recommend having one for Chumash. I believe is 1.9. It's on the expensive side, but if you can't afford that one, I highly recommend getting the Fort Zancudo bunker. That being the case, let me explain to you how the bunker works. In order to use the bunker effectively, you need to either buy supplies or steal supplies. I recommend buying supplies for $75,000 because then you can do whatever else you need to do in the game, such as play with friends, etc. But if you don't have the money for buying supplies, all you have to do is steal supplies. Now, stealing supplies is a tedious process because missions can be hard or long or just flat out annoying. Each mission will probably take you around 5 minutes to do if you're going back to your bunker. Driving across the map, getting there, going back up to the bunker will probably take 10 minutes, which is why I also highly recommend getting the supplies through buying them. But again, if you don't have money, you have to steal that. If you're going to do it all the way, it's going to take maybe 30 minutes. And supplies for the bunker go down in 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, if you're buying supplies, it's going to take 10 minutes to do that. For the supplies to be delivered, it'll take around 10 minutes. And you'll have to be active in the game. Let's say you're going AFK, you can't really do anything. All you have to do is go into the bunker, sit on your chair, and you can tie your joysticks on the controller. Now, you might be concerned about getting taxed in this game, all the bills of properties like your office, your various apartments and houses, etc. That all piles up through time, and sometimes, depending on how much you own, you can get taxed up to $50,000. So, in order to avoid that, I recommend having a nightclub. Now, the nightclub that I own here, I believe, is 1.3. The other one I recommend here is Del Perro, and this is 1.6. Other nightclubs are 1.1, 1 million, 1.3, 1.5, 1.4, 1.5, 1.7, and 1.6. Now to get started on the nightclub, it's best to own all of the storages. So you go to storage here, and you'll have to own 5 of them if you want to get 800 grand through, let's say you leave your system on, you go to sleep around 12 o'clock, you wake up at 12 o'clock, you'll have roughly $800,000 in your nightclub if you had your nightclub at full popularity when you went AFK. I only have 3, simply because I have enough money and I don't need to go for all of these storages, so I only have 3. So I'll wake up and only have 500 grand. But if you want to have your nightclub at maximum production, it's best to have the 5 storage floors. All the other upgrades for all the businesses in the game are completely useless, and you do not need them. They're all cosmetic and they don't do anything for you. Now, if you're going to use the bunker to its full potential and you're buying supplies, it's going to take roughly 9 hours to do. You have to go back to your PlayStation or Xbox or PC and resupply it every 2 hours and 20 minutes to make sure that you can sell it for $1 million if you sell it to the city, which I highly recommend. And if you're selling the bunker in a full lobby, you have potential to get it to $1.3 million. So you can get your money back in literally 2 missions. If you're lucky, maybe even 1. Let's say you're grinding in the game as well and you already make $200,000 and you sell your bunker, you already got your money back. Now with the nightclub, it's a similar process. Now with the nightclub, you can sell this one by yourself because it's always one delivery vehicle. And since you're going to be in secure serve, if someone's coming after you, let's say in an oppressor, deluxo, sometimes a tank, all you have to do is go off the radar. You can literally do that by becoming, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Go into secure serve, and then you can go into CEO abilities, and all you have to do is press ghost organization. It's $12,000, but if you're trying to save all your product for millions of dollars, it's worth just paying 12 grand to save your product. Now if you're selling the bunker, I recommend doing it with at least one of your friends, if not a random, because then most times when you're selling the bunker, especially at the $1 million mark, you're going to have at least 3 vehicles. Sometimes you'll get 2, and that's with the big trucks, but most times you'll have to do 3. That being said, that's all I have to show you guys for today.